My Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Tonight, the Roseburg Docks get ready to take on the Klamath Falls Falcons as we bring you summer baseball here on The Score. It's the opening Father's Day tournament here at Champion Car Wash Field. Day 2 of the action, and the Docks wrap up the day against the Falcons. Yesterday, the Docks go 2-0 with wins over 2 Eugene teams, the Athletics and the Challengers. Docks look good in their first games in many, many months for most of these players, and now they get a chance to get out there and see if they can continue the positive momentum that they had yesterday. Should be a fun one for us here today on a very comfortable evening out at the ballpark. It just feels right to be here, and we are happy to have you with us as we bring you Docks baseball tonight here on The Score. Good evening, everybody. I'm Joey Kieran. Happy to be with you here from Champion Car Wash Field, sitting high atop the grandstands in our perch, looking down on the beautifully remodeled field. Joining me tonight, Josh Nelson, helping with the production here on site. Back in the studio, Brenton Cranford and Grady back in the studio, getting things going for us there, and we appreciate their help with the radio production of tonight's broadcast. We are getting ready for a 6 o'clock first pitch of tonight's game, and we will have that for you coming up as we continue on with our Mercy Centennial Medical Group pregame show. We'll get a chance to catch up with head coach Jeremiah Robbins quickly here and then get you ready for tonight's ball game. So stay tuned for that. Before we take a break, I want to let you know tonight's game is on the radio, 1490 on the AM dial, 92.3 on the FM dial. You can also stream the audio on the 541 radio app. Take the game with you wherever you're going. Or if you're sitting at home and you'd like to watch the game like you're sitting right here in the stands with us, you can head to 541radio.com, head to Dock Central, and watch the game there. You can also go to YouTube and pull it up on our YouTube channel. That's how we stream the games. Head to YouTube and search 1490 The Score. Subscribe to our channel and follow Docks throughout the summer. So we are excited to be bringing you that here tonight. As we continue on, again, this is our Mercy Centennial Medical Group pregame show. Centennial Medical Group includes a diverse group of highly skilled providers so that you can find the provider or specialist that is right for your needs right here in your own community. We'll come back with a word with head coach Jeremiah Robbins right after this. It's Docks Baseball, streaming at 541radio.com and on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Back here with more of our Mercy Centennial Medical Group pregame show as the Docs get ready for day 2 of the season, day 2 of the Father's Day tournament here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. And we get a chance to catch up once again with Coach Jeremiah Robbins. Coach, 1 day under the belt, 2 games under the belt. Got to feel good at being at 2-0. I know wins and loss, not the big thing for this season, but the guys get a chance to get out there, knock off the rust, get some competition going on. How did everybody feel after day 1?
Well, we felt really good. Out of the 14 innings we played yesterday, I thought we played one bad inning. I thought we let our guard down a little bit there in the 7th in the second game yesterday. But, man, we competed for 13 innings, which is good. Coming out of the chute, I love their attitude in the dugout, how they went about their business throughout the day. And obviously, the game 1 against the Challengers, they were kind of a team that got us every time we played them last year, so that was nice to get that one taken care of. And then scratched and clawed for the second one. A lot of young guys got their first taste of Legion baseball, so that was good to see. And we competed. We were very pleased.
Yeah, you mentioned those young guys. I thought yesterday, obviously, Dawson in game 1 with a home run to start things off. And game 2, you had some of your young guys producing a lot of RBIs throughout that game and producing some runs for you. How do you feel about this young group? I mean, after watching that, I kind of start to see the vision you have going on right now as you put together this season and what's to come for the future.
Absolutely. They're very talented kids, but, man, they're just great human beings. And they listen, they're coachable, and they go about it the right way. Putting on the Docs jersey means something to them, and that's what we need in this program. We need 18, 20 guys where you put on that jersey, it means a lot to you, so you're going to come out here and compete for not only your teammates but for your community. So it was fun to watch. I enjoy them, and this is got a bright future with this group.
As for kind of the team, you notice any rust on these guys as they get out there in a game-like situation rather than just practice, and what you guys have been going through?
Oh, absolutely. You really saw it on the mound. They kind of hit the wall about the 4th inning, both those guys. But, tip my hat to them. They gutted it out, and, our guys came out of the pen. I thought we pitched okay out of the pen. But, yeah, there's some rust. Obviously, in the batter's box, seeing live pitching, that will come with time. There's a lot of things that will come with time, but the things that we care about, how they're getting on and off the field, how they're talking in the dugout, how they're being as teammates, man, we don't have any rust there, so that's good to see.
All right, look forward to it today as the Docs take on Klamath Falls. That is Coach Jeremiah Robbins. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Joey.
And we get ready for tonight's matchup. Docs taking on Klamath Falls. They have taken the field. Let's go ahead and run through our Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup. Cooper's Pest Control, your locally owned bug assassins with great low rates. Give them a call at 673-0363. For Klamath Falls, leading things off will be John Mark Tacchini in left field, followed by Jacob Cook, the first baseman. Caden Bolanos, the center fielder, will bat third. Scott Lewis will be the DH, hitting fourth for the pitcher, Bailey Whitlock. Dylan Short at second base, hitting fifth. And then Cade Fanning, the third baseman, will bat sixth. As the opening pitch is a strike to John Mark Tacchini from Peyton Hope, the righty on the mound for the Docs. Finish the rest of the lineup here in a moment is Peyton Hope, the big righty from Sutherland and Umpqua Community College. He'll miss high for ball 1. And we are underway with a 1-1 count. Bottom of the lineup here, Jarrett Klein in right field will bat seventh, followed by Caleb Waits, the catcher, hitting eighth. And then Gavin Graham, the shortstop, will bat in the 9 position for the Klamath Falls Falcons, led by head coach Pete Whistler. And they are coming off of a 4-0 loss in their previous game, which was just before this one. A 2-2 count now for John Mark Tacchini, the leadoff man, playing in left field, facing Peyton Hope. We'll get you a look around the diamond defensively here in the first inning for the Docs in just a moment as we are underway. The final game of the day, day 2 of this Father's Day tournament here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. Full count coming up here. for Tacchini as Peyton Hope getting his first start, first time on the mound here today. Breezy day, wind blowing left to right across the diamond. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and it's a punch-out to get things started for Hope and the Doc Stewards. Up next will be Jacob Cook as we look around the diamond, brought to you by Colorcraft. Behind the plate, the battery mate will be Spencer 6. Out at first base, Jay Stoffel. At second, Luke Van Norman. At third base, Jacob Luther. At short is Dawson Gillespie as a strike comes across against the left-handed hitting Cook. In the outfield from left to right, Brett Narkowitz getting his first start of the season. Jet Black in center, and Doran Gillespie in right. A bounder up the middle to shortstop where Dawson Gillespie collects it and fires over to Jay Stoffel for out number 2. 2 away here in the first inning. Top of the first, scoreless ball game. The 3-hitter, Caden Bolanos, will bat. The center fielder will dig into the right-handed batter's box for this Falcons team. Mentioned they were coming off of a 4-0 loss in their previous game. They were taking on the Ole Athletics out of Eugene and got shut out there after a 1-0 win for them last night against Northwest Diamond Sports, one of the other teams here in the tournament. Bolano swings at the first pitch from Peyton Hope for a strike. 2 down, nobody on base here in the top of the first inning. Another one low, but can't get him to chase this time for Peyton Hope. Peyton Hope last year with the Docs had 12 appearances, a 2-2 record in 6 starts. He did have 1 save, pitched 38 in the 3rd innings for the Docs last summer as he gets a swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside to Bolanos, got him chasing. 38 in the 3rd innings pitch for Peyton last year. 15 strikeouts, 15 walks, had a 5.66 ERA. All of that leading into his freshman year out at UCC where he got a chance to play for Coach Robbins. And he will be there again next year. But here in the first, looking real sharp. Peyton Hope with a pair of strikeouts as he gets Bolanos to finish out in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We're through a half inning. Go to the bottom of the first in a scoreless game. Doc's coming up to bat. We'll get there. Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup when we return here on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Looking
back here at Champion Car Wash Field for Docs baseball. We go to the bottom of the first. Your Cooper's Pest Control starting lineup for the Docs. Head coach Jeremiah Robbins sends out Spencer 6, the catcher, to lead it off, followed by third baseman Jacob Luther. Doran Gillespie in right field, batting third, followed by Jonathan Stone, the DH, batting for starting pitcher Peyton Hope. In the 5 spot, Jet Black playing in center field. The second baseman Luke Van Norman hits 6. In the 7 spot, first baseman Jay Stoffel. At shortstop, hitting 8th is Dawson Gillespie, and Brett Narkowitz is your starting left fielder, hitting in the 9 position. Scoreless ball game as we go to the bottom of the first. The Docs will bat against Bailey Whitlock, a right-hander on the mound, wearing their road grays here tonight for the Falcons. We'll get a look around the diamond for them defensively. Presented by Colorcraft. Spencer 6, the left-handed batting, right-handed throwing catcher for the Docs, takes the opening pitch of the bottom of the first for strike 1. And underway here tonight, a very comfortable evening at the ballpark. Nice breeze helping it stay cool for all the fans in attendance, but real comfortable. Muggy day today in Roseburg as a pitch high and away for a 1-1 count. Behind the plate is Caleb Waits, the battery mate for Bailey Whitlock. Whitlock towing the first base side of the rubber, winds and fires the 1-1 low for a 2-1 count. Looking around the rest of the defensive alignment here for Klamath Falls, Jacob Cook at first base, Dylan Short at second. At third base, Cade Fanning. At short, Gavin Graham. Get you the outfield in a minute. Ground ball for Spencer goes foul down the first base side. Evens up the count at 2-2. Out in the outfield from left to right, John Mark Tacchini, Caden Bolanos, and Jared Klein, your outfielders for Klamath Falls. Your look around the diamond brought to you by Colorcraft. You don't need to look far to spruce up your house this summer. Head to Colorcraft in Roseburg. They're a paint store, not a paint department. Whitlock out of the windup, the 2-2. Breaking ball is low to take the count full for Spencer. Three balls, 2 strikes. Leading things off for the Docs, Spencer waits. Takes outside for ball 4. Spencer played in game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday for the Docs. He is a guy that is very patient, walks a lot, but did not have one yesterday. He was 2 for 4 with a single and a triple. And as the catcher had a courtesy runner both times he got on base, he'll do so again here today. They put a runner on at first for him. Did not catch the number as he went out. I will get a look at it for you. Jacob Luther will bat. I want to say that is Evan Bueckley that came in to run. One on, nobody out. Bottom of the first, scoreless ball game. First pitch to Jacob Luther is inside. That is Evan Bueckley out at first base, running for Spencer 6. Jacob Luther starting at third base today, much like he did in game 1 of the day yesterday. He squares to bunt, will push it first base side. The sac bunt will work. Up to second base goes Bueckley, running for Spencer 6. Sac bunt out at first. The pitcher Whitlock fielding and tossing underhand over to first base to Jacob Cook. Jacob Luther was 2 for 4 yesterday, but he'll get credit for the sacrifice bunt here in the first inning. One down. Man at second base for the Docs here in the bottom of the first. Doran Gillespie batting. Gillespie played in both games for the Docs yesterday. Collected a couple of hits. Takes high from Whitlock on the first pitch. Game 2, Doran was 2 for 2 in that one. Was hit by a pitch, walked, and then had 2 singles. Also picked up an RBI. Game 1 yesterday. Actually, I think that was game 1 yesterday. Game 2, Doran was 0 for 4. Flew out to center field 3 times in a row. Definitely something he will try to correct. He takes for ball 2. Ahead in the at-bat against Whitlock here. Gray uniforms for the Falcons. Numbers in red on the front and the back. The red stripe down the side. Blue socks. Blue and red caps for the visiting team in tonight's matchup. Down the pipe for a strike. 2-1 now against Gillespie. Doc's wearing blue today. They were wearing orange yesterday. With the non-Legion season this summer, they got uniforms, just say Docs or Roseburg on them, so make sure that they're not wearing their Legion patches out there. Docs. Just New Jersey tops. Blue today. Docs across the chest in white. Numbers on the back in white as a pitch in the dirt nearly gets away from Caleb Waits. Using the chest protector, knock it down, kept it in front. That keeps. Evan Bueckley out at second base as he runs for Spencer 6, the catcher. They allow the courtesy runner for the catchers in this setup. 3-1 count now for Doran Gillespie. 3-hitter in the lineup looking to drive in the first run of the game, and he'll take low and outside for ball 4. Second walk for Whitlock here in the first. Doran down to first base. Assistant coach Jake Whistler. I was told once before, and I'm hoping I remember this correctly, the son of Pete Whistler, who is the head coach for this Klamath Falls team. He's coaching down at first. At third base is Coach Tim Sester. In the dugout, directing his coaches, is Coach Jeremiah Robbins. First pitch, a strike against Jonathan Stone. The DH had a tough day yesterday. Stone in both games played as the DH. He was 0 for 3 in the second game and 0 for 4 in game 1. He did get on base once via a walk. Looking to try and get his first hit of the season. He swings and misses for strike 2. Stone dealing with that Tommy John surgery that kept him out of the spring season with George Fox, although it was an abbreviated season for everybody it was. Colleges did get the season started, unlike high schools here in Oregon. So the George Fox Bruins did play, but Stone was out with his Tommy John surgery, so he did not get a chance to do anything. And probably didn't get a chance to swing very much during the spring season as he takes high, a 1-2 count now against the 4-hitter. But when he's got that stroke going, he can be a dangerous hitter. And he just probably needs to knock that rust off just a bit. A ball and 2 strikes from Whitlock with 2 on and 1 away. In the dirt with the breaking ball, knocked down by Waits. Both runners will hold. Evan Bueckley running for Spencer Six, who walked to lead off the game. He's out at second. At first base, Doran Gillespie drew a walk after a sac bunt from Jacob Luther. 1 out with 2 on. Bottom of the first in a scoreless game. Whitlock's 2-2 pitch. Hit the outside corner, and Stone goes down looking. First strikeout for Whitlock on the evening. 2 down. And Jet Black will try to do some damage before the inning comes to an end. Jet digs in. The 2 outs against the Docs. He played in both games yesterday. Was 0 for 3 in game 2. Did reach on an error and scored, and also reached on a walk. Game 1, he was 0 for 2, so Jet also looking for his first hit of the season. He walked and was hit by a pitch in the first game. He almost was hit by that one as he ducks out of the way on the offering from Whitlock. This evening, a muggy one, but not necessarily the warmest. Only 75 here at the moment. Flag in center field is waving. Coming back in at us at the moment here. Was moving left to right across the diamond in the top of the first inning. 2-0 count now against Jet Black. Bailey Whitlock, after giving up a pair of walks, trying to work out of things in the bottom of the first. The delivery in the dirt, knocked down. Bueckley puts the brakes on hard out at second base, trying to get a good read on that one. Three balls, no strikes. Out to the mound goes Caleb Waits to have a meeting. Quick one. They both come away nodding their heads in agreement. Apparently on how to approach this at-bat against Jet Black. 3 balls, no strikes. 2 down with 2 on. A 3-0 pitch. Got the strike across. At the belt buckle, inside edge. Trying to stay alive in this at-bat, Bailey Whitlock with a 3-1 offering, working out of the stretch with runners on. He bounces it in. That's ball 4, and we've got bases loaded. So far, the Docs haven't had much to hit. Sack bunt and a strikeout, though, for Whitlock. Do have the 2 outs.
The second baseman, number 7, Luke Van Norman.
Left-handed batting, Luke Van Norman hits next. Van Norman had a big moment last season against this Klamath Falls team. A walk-off triple. First pitch he gets from Whitlock is high and away. So I think I have that game notated here. A game-winning 3-run triple in the bottom of the 7th. Doc scored 5 runs to come back and beat Klamath Falls in their final game of the regular season last year. Swing and a miss by Van Norman. And I was wondering if it was by all luck, if it might have been Bailey Whitlock that was pitching, but Whitlock was playing in right field in that game 1 year ago. Well, not quite a full year ago, but getting close. Outside on the 1-1 to Van Norman. 2-1 count for him. Talked to him after that game. He said it's a memory he'll always remember. It was a blast to right field. I almost thought he got all of it, but not quite. Went to the fence, and he was into third as the game-winning run came around. It was a big comeback victory for the Docs in that one. That was a lot of fun last year. 3-1 outside now to Van Norman. Luke, actually, he was a guy that I think started the season, wasn't sure if he'd get a lot of playing time, worked himself into a spot where he was playing pretty regularly. Had a great summer. Was really excited to see how his spring season was going to go, but he didn't get a chance to play his senior year. Lofts one out towards left field. Could be trouble. And it just bounces in foul territory. It just goes foul, so we'll have a 3-2 count. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 away, and the bases are loaded. A 3-2 offering coming up here from Bailey Whitlock. Runners are moving on the pitch, and it's ball 4 to Van Norman, and that'll bring in a run. Luke will pick up an RBI. 4 walks issued here in the first inning by Bailey Whitlock. Not the way you want to start out a game.
Next batter will be the first baseman, I'm trying to say.
So it'll be 1 run in, bases loaded with 2 down. First pitch called for a strike against Jay Stoffel. The 0-1 bounces in the dirt, gets away, but not far enough. Caleb Waits hangs on to it. Jay Stoffel takes a 1-1 count. One ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Bailey Whitlock trying to get through this inning. He's giving up the 1 run. In the dirt. That one gets away. Oh, an opportunity. That one kicked through the legs of Caleb Waits off the shin guard for the umpire. And down that third base line. And down at third base, Doran Gillespie decided not to take off for the plate. Two balls and a strike now for Stoffel. And he'll take for a 3-1 count and on the verge of possibly getting another walk. And a chance to bring in a run. Three-one pitch from Whitlock. Got it on the inside corner, right at the knees to keep the at-bat alive. Three-two pitch, runners going on the full count. Stoffel lofts one out to center field. It'll drop in just in front of Caden Bolanos, and it is a 3-run double. For Jay Stoffel.
Next batter, the shortstop, number 16, Dawson Gillespie.
So, bases clearing double for Jay Stoffel. Docs now on top, 4-0. And it'll be Dawson Gillespie that bats. First hit of the game. Pitch outside for Dawson Gillespie, a 1-1 count. So A 1-1 pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Ball and 2 strikes now against Gillespie. Back here on the radio side of things. Hopefully we're getting this figured out. We had our Skype connection crash on us. Not sure what that was about. Hopefully we could stay connected here. A ball and 2 strikes as we come back. Bottom of the first for the radio crowd here tonight. Docs had walked in 1 run, take a 1-0 lead, and then Jay Stoffel, a full count, 2 out, double to center field that drove in 3. Might actually just been a single. Might be the credit. This ball popped high in the air out to right field by Dawson Gillespie. Could be the final out here. Going out, first baseman Jacob Cook will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Docs, though, get 4 runs on the board here in the first inning. Take a 4-0 lead. We'll come back here on The Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Starting off the top of the second inning for Klamath Falls, it'll be the designated hitter, number 14, Scott Lewis.
Go to the top of the second inning. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Good Vibrations, solutions for home theater and automotive audio. You can feel it at Good Vibes. 4-0 our score. Docs taking the lead in the bottom of the first. The big hit was for Jay Stoffel. Leading things off, Scott Lewis will pop one out to right field for Doran Gillespie. 1 pitch for Peyton Hope, and he gets an out. It was Scott Lewis at the plate, the DH, leading things off. Dylan Short will bat next, the second baseman, followed by Cade Fanning, the third baseman, batting third this inning, hitting in the 6th spot in the lineup. For those on the radio side, apologize on the disconnection there. Not sure, just technical issues we continue to figure out here throughout the process. But unfortunately, you missed a little bit of the action, including the hit by Jay Stoffel, as a 1-0 count goes to 2-0 here against Dylan Short, the second baseman. After consideration, changed Jace's hit to a single, and then he advanced to second on the throw to the plate by the center fielder, Caden Bolanos. So a single with 3 RBI attached to it, though, for Jay Stoffel. At the plate, Dylan Short, a 3-0 count against Peyton Hope. Hope will get one across on the 3-0 pitch. So far, Hope has retired 4 straight. His 3-1 delivery. Gets another strike across, and he keeps himself in position to possibly retire 5 straight. Dylan Short. A full count pitch coming. Rocket shot to second base. 1 hops to Van Norman, and Luke over to Jace. 4-3 the put out for those keeping score at home. 2 down. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone's welcome to shop.
Next batter will be the third baseman, number 2, Cade Fanning.
2 down. Cade Fanning, the third baseman, digs in next on an overcast day here in Roseburg. Check swing. Fouls it down the first base side. It's been cloudy throughout the day. Some sun breaks here and there. But it's been a muggy day here today. Temperature hasn't necessarily been outrageous, but it has been warm, and I don't know about you. I got out and did some yard work before the game got started today, and I was sweating my tail off outside. So if you were doing anything outside, I bet you were like me. Check swing, got to do an 0-2 count here against Fanning, and he will hold off on the 0-2 delivery. Takes it to a 1-2 count. Tried to get him chasing there, mixing up the locations for Peyton Hope. Like the approach on the pitching mound so far for him. Bounced that one in. He actually slipped on the mound. And I was watching some replays from yesterday's game. There was a hit in the game. One of the Docks players hit, but a guy was rounding third and slipped on the turf. And I wonder how much that might happen with this brand new turf here at Champion Car Wash Field. It's a 2-2. Just misses on the offering from Peyton Hope. It's going to be slick, got to get worn in, and guys are wearing molded cleats or turf shoes. I think most of them wearing molded cleats, not the metal cleats that they're used to. It's a 3-2, fouled off at the plate by Fanning. So you saw Peyton Hope on his 1-2 pitch just moments ago. On his plant foot, just slipped out from underneath him. He went down to the turf and messed up his delivery on that one. But he's got a 3-2 pitch here with 2 outs and nobody on, and he bounces it in for a walk. And that one just, I felt like probably the whole process didn't quite feel right for him, because he bounced that one about 6 feet in front of the plate. So the first runner to get on base for Klamath Falls snaps a streak of 5 straight batters retired for Peyton Hope. First man on, first walk given up. Lefty at the plate is Jarrett Klein. And he takes the first pitch in the dirt. 2 down and 1 on. A visit out to the mound for Spencer Six after Peyton has misfired a couple of pitches into the dirt on his release point out there. So he will get some quick confidence-building words from Spencer Six, and Spencer back behind the plate. Today is one of those days where it's a little tough to be a catcher and wearing all that gear. That'll really get the sweat beads going. A 1-0 pitch is low for a 2-0 count. Although the breeze has been nice. Up here in the booth, it actually feels really comfortable compared to yesterday. Yesterday was pretty hot up here. It was just this booth here at Champion Car Wash Field, it holds on to the heat. There's a strike taken on an off-speed pitch by Jarrett Klein, the lefty watching a changeup go by. Toes the inside line on that left-handed batter's box. Digs in. 2 balls and a strike with 1 on and 2 out. Top of the second, 4-0 Docks leading. A ground ball up the middle. High bounder gets out to Dawson. The shortstop across to Jay Stovall. Gillespie with the final put out here in the second. For Klamath Falls, no runs on no hits. There were no errors. 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. Docks leading 4-0. You're watching Docks Baseball on 541radio.com and listening on The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Docks Baseball this season. Want to thank our pregame show sponsor. We had a quick one here tonight. It's the final game, and the previous game got done early, so they were eager to get out there on the field ready to go. So we had a quick Mercy Centennial Medical Group pregame show. Centennial Medical Group includes a diverse group of highly skilled providers so that you can find the provider or specialist you need right here in your own community. Bottom of the second inning, 4-0 lead for the Docks. Up to bat will be the 9-hitter Brett Narkowitz from Glide High School. A 1-0 pitch he'll take for a strike on a 1-1 count on the mound. It is Bailey Whitlock still pitching for Klamath Falls. 1-1 delivery to the 9-hitter. Swing and a foul tip off the end of his bat ahead of that one for Narkowitz. First year here on the Docks for Narkowitz. Yesterday he got to act as a courtesy runner but never did get to play defensively, so his first time out in the field. He swings and misses. That ball got away. He'll head down to first, but thrown out by the catcher, Caleb Waits. So Narkowitz first at-bat with the Ducks, a strikeout. Second of the game for Bailey Whitlock. One down. We go back to the top of the lineup. It was issue with the accuracy in the first inning for Bailey Whitlock. He had 4 walks issued, then gave up the bases clearing single. Now he gives up a shot out to center field by Spencer Six, but it is going to go right to Caden Bolanos. The center fielder right underneath it. Spencer got around on it, barreled it up, but a routine fly ball to center field for the second out. 2 down. Jacob Luther will bat. Jacob sack bunt in the first inning. Doc's trying to play some small ball, manufacture a run early on, and then they got the benefit of a couple more walks. Luther will stand in, free swinging here with 2 outs and nobody on base. First pitch just out off the edge, gets a groan from a few fans here at Champion Car Wash Field. New field name after the sponsorship of Champion Car Wash to help with the field is a ground ball up the middle by Luther. Backhanded at second by Dylan Short. Rockets over to first. And Dylan Short will make the play to make it a 1-2-3 inning for the Docs. In the bottom of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We get through that half inning quickly. We go to the top of the third, 4-0. Docs on top on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Top of the third inning, Docs on top, 4-0. Joey Kieran here with you from Champion Car Wash Field. Tonight's game brought to you by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Caleb Waits leads things off for Klamath Falls, trailing by 4 runs. The catcher for the Falcons fouled off the first pitch, hitting it off his front leg. An 0-1 pitch. Peyton Hope still out there so far through 2 innings. Hope allowing just 1 base runner on a walk. Misses low. A 1-1 count. Good crowd showing up here tonight. Obviously some restrictions in place due to all the public health concerns going on right now. But decent crowd showing up as a pitch bounces in. This season, at least to start, and less restrictions, public restrictions, ease up. To start, at least, we will start with 250 maximum fans in the stadium, but that is plenty of space for that number of people. So can you come out to the ball game and feel comfortable that you can find some space, not around other people if you'd like. 3 balls and a strike after a couple of pitches bounced in the dirt for Peyton Hope. He misses outside, and he will issue a second walk in this ball game. Peyton started out looking pretty sharp. Middle of that last half inning, he started misfiring in the dirt just a little bit, and seems like that has stuck with him as we go here into the third inning. Coach Robbins talking in the pregame. If you missed the Mercy Centennial Medical Group pregame show, you missed our conversation with Coach Robbins. He was saying that yesterday his pitching staff, he noticed some fatigue there as a ground ball to second base. Van Norman to Gillespie to Stoffel. Double play off the bat of Gavin Graham, the 9-hitter. Grounding into the 4-6-3 double play. And that will clear the bases on the defensive side for the Docs. And back to the top of the lineup for John Mark Tacchini. Takini struck out swinging in the first inning. Swing and a miss to start things off here. Coach Robbins was saying that yesterday, obviously many of these guys have not played for months. Actually, all of them have not played for months. And so I asked him about the rust, and he said, yeah, you saw it with the pitchers. They hit about 4 innings, and they started hitting that wall as a check swing called for strike 2 by the home plate umpire. And Takini has himself in an 0-2 hole against Peyton Hope, who is trying to stay at just 1 over the minimum so far through 3 innings, but he needs a final out here. The 0-2 bounces it in. For Peyton, I'm not sure if it's a specific pitch that he's trying to throw that he's been having issues keeping up out of the dirt. It might be the breaking ball that he's just trying to throw at the bottom of the zone. A 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball, and it hits him. Breaking ball got him. Takini didn't move too much there at the plate, but that pitch outside the zone, he didn't lean into it for sure. Gets hit by a pitch, and he heads on down to first.
Next batter, number 21, Jacob Cook.
So third base runner on for Klamath Falls. 2 walks and a hit by pitch for Peyton Hope in this one. Jacob Cook will bat. He grounded to short last time. It's a ground ball under the glove at second base for Luke Van Norman. Van Norman diving behind the bag to try and keep that on the infield. Could not glove it, and there is your first hit of the ball game. Jacob Cook coming up with a single to center. A 2-out base knock puts runners at first and second with the 3-hitter, Caden Bolanos, coming up to bat. The center fielder struck out swinging to end the first inning. Second time through the lineup for the Falcons. Working out of the stretch here for Hope. 2 on, 2 outs. First pitch foul tipped into the glove for Bolanos for strike 1. Docs leading 4-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. Today's game brought to you by Flyaway Travel. Book your travel plans with their travel experts, now located at 1445 West Harvard Avenue in Roseburg. Hope takes a look to second, fires in, gets a swing and a miss. Bolanos in an 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for the punch out. Got him again. Back-to-back strikeouts for Caden Bolanos. The 3rd of the game for Peyton Hope, and that is an MSK True Value and Building Supplies strikeout. We'll come back with the bottom of the 3rd inning. Docs on top 4-0 coming up to bat here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Baseball tonight. Not sure if the lights will come on. I asked Coach about that. Will we get a chance to play under the lights for the first time this summer? He said maybe. We'll see. If it's a quick one, maybe not. So no lights not on yet here at Champion Car Wash Field as we start things off in the bottom of the 3rd. Docs leading 4-0. Doran Gillespie at the plate taking the first pitch for strike 1. Bailey Whitlock on the mound, continuing to throw for Klamath Falls, misses high for a 1-1 count against Gillespie. Fouling off a pitch, Dorn finds himself with a 1-2 count. Walked in the first inning and came around to score. A ball and 2 strikes for Doran Gillespie. Swings, grounds at third base side. High bounder picked up by the third baseman. Long throw, not in time. Legging out a single. Doran Gillespie on base. That one was in the hole at short. And Cade Fanning cutting off in front of Gavin Graham. But he had to make kind of a twisting throw on the run. Made a good throw, just was not quite in time. Doran gets on to lead things off here in the third. It is the second hit of the game for the Docs. First pitch swinging for Jonathan Stone is fouled off down the third base side. Stone struck out looking in the first, still looking for that first hit of the summer. An 0-1 pitch here for Whitlock. Looking for a ground ball that his defense might be able to turn. He misfires high. Docs have turned a double play on the defensive side. Nothing yet for Klamath Falls. The 1-1 swing and foul tipped by Stone. Just getting a piece of it. A ball and 2 strikes for the big man, the DH, hitting for Peyton Hope. Bottom of the third inning, 4-0, Docs in front. Pitch outside for a 2-2 count. Docs going 2-0 yesterday with a 5-0 win against the Eugene Challengers and an 8-5 win against the Ole Athletics. Out of Eugene is a 2-2 ball, pulled foul down the third base side by Stone, stays alive. So the Docs were at 2-0. This Klamath Falls team yesterday won 1-0 against Northwest Diamond Sports, and then today they lost 4-0 against the Athletics. Stone gets underneath one out towards center field, heading towards the alley. May not have enough behind it. Long run and coming up with it, stumbling to make the catch. Center fielder Caden Bolanos tracks it down, stumbles to the ground after he grabs it, and pulls it in, able to hang on to the baseball. Makes the long run to get to that one. Back to first goes Gillespie. 1 away. Unlucky there for Jonathan Stone. Just up in the air a bit too much. Found the alley. Just that ball in the air for a while. And able to run underneath it. Bolanos there for the play. 1 down. Jet Black will bat. Jet still looking for the first hit. Walked in the first inning after going hitless yesterday. He has scored a run after getting on base, driven in by Jay Stoffel, who drove in 3 of the 4 runs in the first inning for the Docs. 1-0 pitch, and it's upstairs for a 2-0 count here for Jet. Kind of wondering if I needed to bring something to put on over the top of everything. It's a little cooler out at the ballpark tonight. The breeze, as the evening wears on, as the sun goes down, maybe. Maybe it was the cold shower I took before I came here today that set the body temperature a little lower. Huh? This breeze is a nice cool breeze. Feels good now, but once the sun goes down. Just low and inside. A 4-pitch walk issued to Jet Black. His second walk of the game. And with 1 away, you've got runners at first and second for the Docs.
Next batter, number 7, Luke Van Norman.
Brings up the lefty, Luke Van Norman. First pitch coming up here for Van Norman. He squared to bunt, had to pull it back. He was tap dancing in the left-handed batter's box. He was squaring the bunt, trying to get one in, looking to bunt for a hit. And that ball rode in on him. He pulled it back just in time for the 1-0 count, but he was shuffling the feet all over the place as he was trying to get out of the way of that pitch. 1-0 count. Whitlock squares to bunt. Again is Van Norman, and he pops it up behind home. Caught by Caleb Waits. He got 2 down. 2 away. Doc's trying to add to this 4-0 lead, but so far have not been able to consistently attack Bailey Whitlock. Up to bat will be Jay Stoffel. First pitch swinging for Jace. Puts it high in the air to right field, going towards the line and tracking it down. Jared Klein will make the catch for the final out. Docs get 2 runners on, can't do anything with it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men on base through 3 innings of play. It's the 4 runs from the first inning for the Docs that is the difference. You're listening to Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field, home of the Docs. As we bring you Docs baseball here on the Score, we go to the top of the 4th inning. And on the mound, Peyton Hope still throwing for Roseburg. He faces the DH, Scott Lewis, who takes the first pitch for strike 1. Lewis 0 for 1 in this ball game. Takes a breaking ball that hits the outside corner for strike 2. So off to a strong start here for Peyton Hope in the 4th inning of work. Ground ball left side, charging in. Jacob Luther fields, throw on the run. Low and in and out of the glove at first for Jay Stoffel. That'll be an error to get a base runner on for Klamath Falls. So 1 on. Decent enough throw from Jacob Luther. Didn't bounce in. It was just a little low and on the stretch. Jay Stoffel just couldn't get it into the webbing. 1 on. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Pitch outside for ball 1 to Dylan Short, the second baseman. Grounded out to second base. Back in the 2nd. That's a lot of 2s. Courtesy runner coming in, or a player coming in for the DH. I guess not a courtesy runner there. They may be looking to make some changes here. Get you an ID on the runner at first. Swing and a miss by Dylan Short. One count for Short. Peyton, a fastball lifted in the air, shallow into the right field grass goes Luke Van Norman, the second baseman, makes the play. For the first out, 1 down and a man at first. Coming in to run was Brody Hubble. Gets a chance to play or take over at first base there for Scott Lewis. Cade Fanning bats with 1 out and 1 on. He walked in the 2nd. Peyton's first pitch low, back pick to first, in safely goes Hubble. Quick throw out of Spencer Sixer. I like the looks of that. They've executed that a few times there, Spencer and Stoffel. The 0-1 check swing. They will appeal. The Umpire in the infield says no, he did not go around. Cade Fanning with a 1-1 count. Not a lot of action in this game. We had the 4 runs in the first, and that is it as we take a look at our Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. The 1-1 called for a strike against Fanning. 1-2 count. 4 runs in the first. That is the difference in this ball game. Doc scoring the 4 runs there for Klamath Falls. No runs on 1 hit and no errors. There's a 1-2 count. A pitch inside for a 2-2. For the Docs in this one, they've got the 4 runs on 2 hits and 1 error committed by the Docs. That is a look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Building relationships, building projects, building materials. It's Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for over 90 years. Foul ball down the right field side. Fanning stays alive with the 2-2 count. Also, other scores today. It started out with North Medford and Northwest Diamond Sports. They were tied at 1, went to 8 innings, and then they hit their time limit, so they finished tied at 1. The Eugene Challengers won 12-2 against Northwest Diamond Sports as Fanning hits a ground ball. Van Norman to Gillespie to Stoffel with the tag, and it's a double play to finish things off. 4-6-3 once again, and the Docs get out of the top of the 4th inning, leading 4-0. We'll come back. We'll continue things here from Champion Car Wash Field. Docs on top here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Back for the bottom of the 4th inning. Docs baseball leading 4-0. Today's game brought to you by Chuck Swarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Bailey Whitlock still out there throwing for Klamath Falls. He's done a decent job of keeping this Docs team in check. Only 2 hits allowed. He got hurt by the walks in the first inning. He allowed 4 walks in the first. He's only allowed 1 more since. And he's allowed just the 2 hits, but the Docs got a timely hit in the first inning to score 3, and since then they've only managed 1 other hit. It was an infield single by Doran Gillespie, so Whitlock has settled in quite nicely after an erratic first inning. His first pitch now to Dawson Gillespie is right at the mid-thigh level on the outside half for a called strike. Dawson Gillespie, the hero in Game 1 of the season. The youngster, his first at-bat ever for the Docs on his second pitch, hit a 3-run homer over the left field fence. Makes you think about what the future might hold for that guy. He is the younger brother of Doran Gillespie, who is a big-time hitter for the Docs. Doran led the team last year with 4 home runs. Right now it's Dawson that leads the team with 1 home run. He's got a 1-1 count here from Whitlock. He takes down the middle again for strike 2. Those are straight pitches you really can't let get by too often. Gillespie steps out and will reset as he digs into the right-handed batter's box. Bottom of the 4th. The 1-2. Fouled down the third base side. You've got Dawson Gillespie, Brett Narkowitz, and Spencer Six, your 3 hitters due up for Roseburg here in the bottom of the 4th inning, leading 4-0. The 1-2, high and away. Docs Baseball also brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces. That is Fisher's Hearth and Home. No action in either bullpen as of yet. As Gillespie rips one down the third base line, playing back. Fanning has it, long throw, not going to be in time. The Gillespie brothers both with infield singles to third base. Dawson leading things off here in the fourth, following in the footsteps of Doran, who did the same back in the third. Dawson gets on at first, one on, nobody out. Third hit of the game for the Docs. Narkowitz will hit. The left fielder struck out in the second. Pickoff throw to first. Back in safely goes Gillespie. Brett stands in, waiting for that first pitch. He'll call for time before he gets it as Whitlock takes his time out there. Brett Narkowitz also played soccer for the Glide Wildcats during what was his sophomore season. Actually, sorry, make that his junior year. He'll be a senior next year for the Wildcats. High and inside on the first pitch to him, takes for ball one. First season with the Docs at the AAA level, although not officially Legion AAA baseball this summer. He gets behind one out to left field. Not hard hit. Charging in will be able to get underneath it. John Mark Zucchini making the play. One down, top of the order for the Docs with one on. Spencer Six will bat. He is 0 for 1 in this one. Spencer flying out to center field on his last at-bat. Got behind one, squared it up, seemed like pretty good, but just hit it to dead center, where Caden Bolanos was able to make the play. Spencer heading to Western Oregon University. He will join another former Roseburg Indian out at Western. As he gets behind one here, he'll find the alley this time. That ball hits, gets into right center. It's a single for Spencer. Up to third base goes Gillespie. And Dawson will get in safely. A one-out single to right center, I should say. I think I said left. Right center for Spencer Six. He'll get his first hit of the day. And runners are on the corners with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Courtesy runner Evan Bueckley will run for Spencer. I was going to mention Colin Warmoth, a former Roseburg Indian, former Roseburg baseball player as well. Colin Warmoth out at Western Oregon and in attendance tonight. Just saw him walk by not that long ago. And Spencer will be out there at Western Oregon as well. First pitch swinging for Jacob Luther, lifted out to right field. It will be caught. Tagging, heading for the plate goes Dawson, and Gillespie will score. Doran telling Dawson he doesn't have to try and slide. He's going to score easily, and Jacob Luther will get another sacrifice, this time a sac fly to right field. Picks up an RBI as he drives in Dawson Gillespie to make it a 5-0 lead for the Docs. Out at first base, Evan Bueckley stayed. He went back and tagged, but didn't try to advance. Stayed put, so you've got Bueckley running for Spencer Six at first as Doran Gillespie will bat. He takes a fastball on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 count with two away. Bottom of the fourth. Docs have put together a couple of hits here in this fourth inning. The 0-1 outside off the glove for Caleb Waits. Late break for Bueckley. Figured that ball was going to get caught. It was not. He was already headed back to first. So he had to turn and late break to second base. Gets in easy, though. So a pass ball, moving the runner up 90 feet. 1-1 count for Doran Gillespie. Whitlock's pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. The quote-unquote dirt here at Champion Car Wash Field, it's actually artificial turf, synthetic turf, but colored to look like dirt. Dark brown. I'm trying to remember now. Coach Robbins, who helped with the design and picking out some of the colors, he did tell me as a ball ripped foul down the left field line by Gillespie for strike 2. Coach did tell me which college baseball field he modeled it after. And now I am not able to remember that conversation we had what feels like ages ago. Two-tone green color for the infield and the outfield, quote-unquote, grass, a darker green and a lighter green. The darker green is the apron in foul territory, back behind home and down both lines. The 2-2, swing and a miss on the breaking ball for Doran Gillespie. He goes down swinging for the final out, and that'll do things here in the bottom of the fourth. The Docs, though, able to get one more run to their tally, leading 5-0. One run on 2 hits. There were no errors and one man left on base. We head to the fifth. Docs leading 5-0 here on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate.
Welcome you back here on a Saturday night. It feels right as it's I've been told, the first official day of summer, the longest day of the year, and we're out here calling a baseball game. Couldn't get much better than that. Docs leading 5-0 over Klamath Falls here tonight. Peyton Hope out there for his 5th inning of work. His first pitch misses, so does the second. A 2-0 count here to start off to Jarrett Klein. The right fielder is 0 for 1 with a ground out to shortstop back in the second. Klamath Falls looking to add to, so far just one hit. It came back in the third. Trying to add to that. It came off of the bat of Jacob Cook, the number 2 hitter. 3-0 count, though, here for Peyton Hope against Jarrett Klein, and Klein could possibly get on base with a walk, and he will. A leadoff walk. The lefty, Jarrett Klein, reaches for the first time, and that will be the 3rd walk, I believe, of the night for Peyton Hope. So the 3rd walk issued. He's also hit a batter. Got some action in the bullpen for Klamath Falls. Dylan Tobias out there throwing. And it looks like we may be starting to see some action going in the bullpen for the Docs. All of our pitching changes this season brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. An 0-1 count here for Caleb Waits, the catcher. He is up to bat. Grounds one to third. Quick throw to second for 1 out. Try to go for 2, and they won't quite get the double play. Jacob Luther getting it over to Van Norman just in time to get Jarrett Klein for the out at second, and that's all they're able to get. The throw just behind Caleb Waits at first. Waits had reached on a walk in the second. Gets on with the fielder's choice here. 1 away. Gavin Graham will bat. He grounded into a double play back in the third. First pitch to the 9-hitter. It's a strike on a breaking ball. So we had Dylan Tobias warming up for Klamath Falls. And Logan Klopfenstein is getting loose in the bullpen, a lefty for the Docs. I believe he's the only lefty on the roster, throwing, that is. It's an 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hits the top corner for a strike on the outside edge to Graham, and he's got himself in an 0-2 count with 1 away and a man at first. Top of the 5th with the score 5-0 in favor of the Docs. The 0-2. Ooh, thought he froze him on the breaking ball in the inside corner, but just missing. 1 ball, 2 strikes here against Graham. A 1-2 pitch from Hope. Ground ball, softly hit back to the mound. Hope will field, turns, throws to second for 1. Van Norman will not make a throw to first. So they'll get the lead runner 1-4 on the putout. 2 down. Another fielder's choice. Graham will get on for the first time. 2 away as we go back to the top of the lineup. Docs baseball brought to you by Cascade Community Credit Union, belong to Douglas County. And tonight's contest also brought to you by Cruise Farms Market, now open for the season. Don't forget the pie. Graham at first, up to bat. John Mark Tacchini takes the first pitch for strike 1. So after a leadoff walk, Peyton Hope has really been peppering the strike zone ever since. Has only missed on 1 pitch so far since the leadoff 4-pitch walk issued to Jarrett Klein. The 0-1, breaking ball in the dirt for a 1-1 count. The 1-1, swing and a miss for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Peyton Hope, ground ball for Tacchini. Backhanded on the short hop by Luther, and he overthrows first. Chase Stoffel will chase it down. That ball ricocheted back to him. That helps out. So Tacchini only gets to first on the throwing error. Second error of the game for the Docs. But moving up 2 bases will go Gavin Graham. It was a great play with the glove by Luther. Backhand on a shorthand, or on a short hop, but then overthrows to first. Tried to rush it a little bit, it seemed. That brings up now Jacob Cook, who has a hit. He is 1 for 2 in this game. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Scoring threat here with 2 outs for Klamath Falls in the top of the 5th. Hope bounces it in behind the plate. Spencer Six getting a workout with the chest protector there. Knocks it down, holds the runners. One count. Hope with the breaking ball drops out from underneath. Cook chasing down low. Finds him in a hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. At third base, Gavin Graham at first. John Mark Tacchini on the corners with 2 away. Top of the 5th. They play shallow in the outfield against the left-handed hitting Cook. Pulls it right side. Goes to Van Norman. Picks and fires to Stoffel. And that finishes off the inning. Pitching out of the jam. Peyton Hope gets out of it. No runs on no hits. There was 1 Doc's error and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 5-0. Docs on top. This is Docs Baseball on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Back here for the bottom of the 5th inning, we've got a call to the pen brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. Dylan Tobias will take over for Bailey Whitlock. We'll get you all the details in a moment. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Docs Baseball on The Score. Dylan Tobias will take over for Bailey Whitlock, who goes 4 innings of work. Gave up 5 runs in that time, 4 hits, and will exit with a loss possibly on his total. First pitch for Tobias to Jonathan Stone. He pops up into foul territory down the first base line to get things started. Stone going after the first pitch to foul out. So 4 innings work, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs. All of them earned runs. And he walked 5, I believe, and struck out 3 for Bailey Whitlock, starting pitcher for Klamath Falls. First pitch, a breaking ball here for Dylan Tobias against Jet Black, 1-0 count. The pitching change brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction, your local leaders for any project big or small. Over 30 years of quality, affordable work. Call Shelby and Migulena or visit their website, webuildhouses.com. 1-0 to Black. Jet puts it high in the air to right field. Up against those gray clouds out there. Jared Klein tracking it down for the second out. 2 away.
Next batter, number 7, Luke Van Norman.
Luke Van Norman will bat, 2 down and nobody on. Dylan Tobias looking for a 1-2-3 frame, and so far he's thrown all of 3 pitches. And a swing and a miss for Luke Van Norman for strike 1. Disappears under his bat. So Dylan Tobias taking over for Bailey Whitlock. Still have Logan Klopfenstein batting. Or excuse me, not batting, but warming up. 1-1 here for Van Norman. Tobias, the righty on the mound, will wind and fire. Swing and a miss out of Van Norman for strike 2. Docs Baseball tonight brought to you by Abby's Legendary Pizza. And by Pepsi and Bigfoot Beverages of Roseburg. Pick up a refreshing, delicious Pepsi today. Falling down, he delivers to Van Norman, who rips one to center field, and it gets by a diving Caden Bolanos. Up to second goes Van Norman. He's heading for third. Ball picked up by the left fielder, Takini, who fires it in. It'll be a stand-up triple for Luke Van Norman. Trying to make the highlight reel play in center. Bolanos could not get to it. And that ball gets by him into deep center field. John Mark Takini, the first to get there to back him up, fires it back in, holding Luke Van Norman to the triple. I was wondering if that ball would roll all the way to the fence. If it had, Luke Van Norman might have had a shot at it in the Parker. High for ball 1 here to Jay Stoffel. A 2-out triple by Van Norman gets the Docs in scoring position here with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th, leading 5-0 already. 2-0 count now for Jay Stoffel. Stoffel has a 3 RBI single back in the first. Chance to drive in some more runs here for Stoffel. The 2-0. Hard hit ball to short. Takes one hop to Gavin Graham, and that should do it, and it will. 6-3 the put out. Left stranded at third will be Luke Van Norman after his 2-out triple. And that does it for the bottom of the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base through 5 innings of play. It's 5-0. Docs on top here on 541radio.com and on The Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back for the top of the 6th inning, we've had another pitching change, this time for the Docs. It'll be Logan Klopfenstein to take over for Peyton Hope after 5 innings of work. Peyton Hope, 5 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs. He gave up 3 walks and finishes with 3 strikeouts, 1 hit batter as well. But he'll exit with a win in his pocket as long as the score will hold. 5-0 the score. Docs in front. Logan Klopfenstein, the lefty from Roseburg High School, will head to the mound for the Docs. Pitching changes brought to you by Shelby and Migulena Construction. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Umpqua Dairy, your local dairy since 1931. I believe the only change made for the Docs here in this half inning will be the pitcher. Still 6 behind the plate. Stoffel out at first, Van Norman at second. Dawson Gillespie at short, Jacob Luther at third. Narkowitz in left. Jet Black in center. And Doran Gillespie in right field. Waiting on the hitter to start things off here in the 5th. Tonight's game also brought to you by Good Vibration Solutions. For home theater and automotive audio, you can feel it at Good Vibes.
First batter of the top of the 6th inning for Klamath.
Leading things off will be Caden Bolanos. The center fielder made a diving attempt in center. Ball got by him. That gave Luke Van Norman his first triple of the year. Didn't end up coming back to hurt Klamath Falls at that time. Swing and a miss for Bolanos. Strike 1 from the lefty Logan Klopfenstein. Klopfenstein, just a sophomore this last year at Roseburg High School. 0-1 pitch, grounded towards short. Picked up by Dawson Gillespie with plenty of time over to first. 1 down on the ground out to short. Up next will be Scott Lewis, the DH. Actually,
Scott Lewis.
Yes, they did. They had a courtesy runner for him, I guess. He does re-enter the game as he takes high for ball 1. Courtesy runners are allowed for the DH, so that is an accepted rule in this tournament setting. The 1-0 pitch here, so no defensive changes needed with the courtesy runner coming on for DH Scott Lewis. He's got a 2-0 count here. Last time up, reached on an error. Takes a strike at the knees on the inside corner for Klopfenstein. Lefty versus righty. Logan Klopfenstein, class of 2022. He bats right but throws left. He played football and basketball for Roseburg High School. Lewis puts this in the air out to right field. Going back is Gillespie. It's over his head. That's going to roll all the way to the warning track. Doran will fire it back in, and they hold up Scott Lewis at second base. So a double to right field. Doran Gillespie couldn't run underneath it, just out of his reach in right field. Rolls all the way to the warning track at about 3:30 out there. A double. And that'll be just the second base hit of the day for Klamath Falls in this one. Courtesy runner will come on for the DH. Dylan Short will bat. The second baseman. 1 out, 1 on. Klopfenstein's first pitch, high and away. Courtesy runner for Scott Lewis is once again Brody Hubble. 1-0 pitch, low and outside for Dylan Short, and he's got a 2-0 count. Klopfenstein got time at the varsity level in his sophomore season at Roseburg. He misses high for a 3-0 count. Would have probably played on the varsity for the baseball team too. Gotten a chance to pitch some. But in football and basketball, spent some time on the varsity level. The 3-0 pitch is high, and he walks Dylan Short. First and second for Klamath Falls. They got an opportunity to try and get some runs on the board. Only one out here in the top of the sixth. It's a 5-0 lead for the Docs. Cade Fanning will bat. Last time up, he grounded into a 4-6-3 double play. He takes for a ball. 1-0 to start out his at-bat. Coming up tomorrow will be day 3 of this tournament, wrapping everything up. Ball fouled back by Cade Fanning to even things at a 1-1 count. Tomorrow, Klamath Falls will be right back to action. Boy, they play 3 games in a row here at the tournament. They get the early start to get back home. As Fanning will foul off another one back behind home. Tomorrow it'll be Klamath Falls versus Eugene Challengers. Then the Northwest Diamond Sports versus the Ole Athletics from Eugene. The Athletics will take on Medford, North Medford, in the 3 o'clock game, and then Medford takes on the Docs in the 6 o'clock game. Ground ball up the middle, could be 2, 4, 6, 3. They do it again. Cade Fanning, no luck. He does it twice in a row. The double play, Van Norman to Gillespie to Stoffel, and that will finish out the inning. The defense helps out Logan Klopfenstein, and the youngster, his first inning of work, gives up just 1 hit, no runs. There were no errors, and 1 man left on base. Go to the bottom of the 6th, still 5-0, Docs in front here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Head to the bottom of the 6th inning, a 5-0 lead for the Roseburg Docs against the Klamath Falls Falcons tonight. Joey Kieran here with you. It'll be Dawson Gillespie to lead things off against Dylan Tobias. Docs baseball this season brought to you by DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. And by Mahalo Heating and Air Conditioning, your best choice for the finest indoor comfort control. Call them today at 672-6707. Dawson Gillespie, Brent Narkowitz, and Spencer Six, your 3 hitters due up here in the 6th inning. Docs with a comfortable 5-0 lead. Would like to see some more hits, I'm sure, as a strike taken by Dawson Gillespie. They went through a bit of a slump there. They had just 2 hits after 3 innings of play. 5 total at the moment. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off by Gillespie. Finds himself down 0-2. On the mound, Tobias came in last half inning in the bottom of the 5th. He got through it, gave up just 1 hit. That was a triple to Luke Van Norman. The 0-2 just outside. Didn't miss by much there for Tobias, trying to paint the outside corner and get Gillespie to chase after it. Dawson did not oblige. Stands back in with that 1-2 pitch coming. Goes after the high breaking ball. He hits it into foul territory just barely, and calling off the first baseman. Dylan Short, the second baseman, makes the play. Just into foul territory. So Gillespie goes down as out number 1.
Next batter, number 5.
Went after a high breaking ball. It just looked a little too tempting for him. Couldn't get on top of it, though, and drive it to the opposite field. So 1 away for the 9-hitter now, Narkowitz. He takes a breaking ball high. Brett is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Flew out to left field his last time up. Almost got it down in no man's land. The 1-0. gets underneath this one. It's high in the air, foul territory. The catcher, Caleb Waite, will collect it. Caleb waits underneath it for the second out, and top of the lineup, Spencer Six will head back to the plate. He is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a single. He has scored a run, although the run scored by courtesy runner Evan Buweckley. 2 down. Tobias trying to get through a 1-2-3 frame. His first pitch to Spencer is outside for ball 1. For those fans of the radio, reminder coming up tomorrow, we've got NASCAR action for you starting at 11 a.m. here on The Score. Tune in for the Geico 500. Spencer pulls it first base side foul, strike 1. The Geico 500 at Talladega Speedway. Martin Truex Jr.'s on the pole. On front row with him, Denny Hamlin. If you are surprised that I know this much about NASCAR, you are not alone. So am I. 1-1. Breaking ball. Just misses upstairs. 2-1 count for Spencer Six. With no sports going on, we had the opportunity to add NASCAR to our collection, as NASCAR was one of the first sports to come back in professional sports. And thought, why not? Spencer takes low inside for a 3-1 count. Why not? Let's get some live action on the radio for the fans. And we've definitely paid a lot more attention to NASCAR than I had in the past. 3-1 pitch. That ball is up in the air and fouled away. Will make its way into the grandstands. And a one-hop grab by a fan over there who gets a round of applause. The foul ball makes it a full count, though, for Spencer Six. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away, nobody on base. The pitch here from Tobias. Spencer gets underneath it. Might be a little bit too much. Heading towards the foul line in right field. Jarrett Klein will get underneath it for the catch. Just a little too much underneath it for that one. As Spencer will fly out to finish the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Dylan Tobias. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Go to the final frame. Final 3 outs for the Klamath Falls Falcons. When we come back, Doc's leading 5-0 here on 541radio.com and on The Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Go to the top of the 7th inning. It'll be number 4, Jarrett Klein.
Final frame here tonight in the nightcap of Day 2 of the Father's Day Tournament from Champion Car Wash Field. Logan Klopfenstein will try to close out this victory for the Docs. He's got a 5-0 lead as he has a lefty versus lefty matchup. Jarrett Klein at the plate, the lefty right fielder. We'll start things off with a 2-0 count. He walked in his last at-bat. That was against Peyton Hope. Klein is 0 for 1 in the game, his only other at-bat. He grounded out to short. Takes outside here from Klopfenstein, and it's a 3-0 count. The 3-0 pitch misses inside from Klopfenstein, and he issues the 4-pitch walk to start off this 7th inning. Klopfenstein so far has issued 2 walks and given up 1 hit, but got out of things with a double play in the 6th inning. His first inning of work for the Docs this summer. Caleb Waits will bat. He is 0 for 1. He has reached base twice, a walk and a fielder's choice, and he takes the first pitch for strike 1. Klopfenstein gets a check swing, softly hit towards second base. And Van Norman is underneath it on the soft liner to the bag. Well, actually, it's more towards the hole in second. Van Norman gets underneath it, catches for the first out, back to the bag went Jarrett Klein to tag up. One down, Gavin Graham will bat. Can the Docs turn what would be their fourth double play of the game to finish this one off? We'll find out. Gavin Graham has batted into one of those double plays. He is 0 for 2 in this contest. He takes ball 1. Klopfenstein misses low. Back pick to first. Had to scoop it. Knock it down there at first was Stoffel. 2-0 count for Gavin Graham. Docs will be back to action again tomorrow at 6 o'clock as they take on North Medford. Strike across. 2 balls and 1 strike for Gavin Graham. Klopfenstein trying to finish it out here. Not a save situation for him. The lefty fires to first. No tag applied by Jay Stoffel, though. Not in time. Tonight's game brought to you by Flyaway Travel and by our friends at Chuck's Warman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? Ball up in the air. Jay Stoffel might have a shot at it in foul territory, and the first baseman underneath it. 2 away. Docs with 3 double plays in this game. Not too shabby there. They won't have a chance at a fourth as there's 2 away here in the top of the 7th, final frame. John Mark Tacchini, the leadoff hitter, will bat here with 2 outs and 1 on. Takes high from Klopfenstein for ball 1. Not a save situation as Logan came in with a 5-run lead and will pitch less than 3 innings. He gets a strike across at the bottom of the zone for a 1-1 count against Tacchini, who is 0 for 2 in this game, was hit by a pitch and reached on an error. Ground ball towards short. Dawson Gillespie off the end of his glove. Everyone will be safe. Dawson Gillespie, the youngster at shortstop. First time we've got a chance to see him play there, and he's looked pretty good, but that bounder to him at short, I think he tried to rush it, wanted to get the ball a little faster, and he pulled the glove just a bit, and it goes right off the tip. So with 2 outs, you got 2 on, and up to bat, Jacob Cook. Cook is 1 for 3 today. Takes the first pitch for ball 1. Docs Baseball also brought to you by Fisher's Hearth and Home. Serving Douglas County for over 30 years. That's Fisher's Hearth and Home. 2-0 count. Ball is in low for a 3-0 count. No strikeouts for Klopfenstein yet. All strikeouts brought to you by MSK True Value and Building Supply. You won't strike out when looking for the tools and materials needed for your next project. That is MSK True Value and Building Supply, located in Myrtle Creek and Tri-City. 3-0 pitch comes across for a strike as Klopfenstein does not let Cook off the hook. The 3-1 outside for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. All right. With 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning, things getting a little interesting for Klopfenstein. The youngster needs 1 more out to finish this off. But Klamath Falls, 1 swing of the bat, can start making some life interesting. First pitch is a strike on the outside corner against Caden Bolanos. Bolanos 0 for 3 in the game. Last time up, grounded to short. He has struck out twice, and he'll take low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away with the bases loaded. 1-1 swung on with the breaking ball. Klopfenstein will get him to miss. I want to say thanks to Cascade Community Credit Union for sponsoring Docs Baseball this summer. And to Cruz Farms Market, now open for the season. The 1-2 is upstairs, 2-2 count. Coming up, we'll have your Roseburg Disposal postgame show, so stick around. We'll recap tonight's action. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. And there it is, the first strikeout for Logan Klopfenstein. It's a big one as it finishes the ball game. It's an MSK True Value and Building Supplies strikeout to finish this one. Docs win 5-0, your final score. We'll come back to recap it for you after this. A 2-minute break. Docs win tonight, and you heard it here on 541radio.com and on the Score. 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Athletics from Eugene will be at 12:30.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on three factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
At Brook Communications, our job is to get results for your business, period. We can take your story and tell it to the people you want to reach in a way that compels first-time clients to become repeat customers. We get them through your door so you can do what you were meant to do. Proclaim your sales message to the largest audience of any media company in Douglas County. Brook Communications dominates through the power of 5 radio stations and 541radio.com. Results amplified. Locally owned. Brook Communications.
Welcome, everybody, to the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let them make the run of the dump for you. That's Roseburg Disposal, 673-7122. Tonight it is another victory for your Roseburg Docs as they pick up the win 5-0 on top of the Klamath Falls Falcons to finish things off here in the second day of the Father's Day tournament. Opening weekend for Docs baseball this summer. Docs will be back to action coming up tomorrow as they finish off the tournament against North Medford. It'll be day 3, and then they will have a few days of practice before they get back to action with a tournament down in Medford next weekend. As we continue on here in the Roseburg Disposal postgame show, I want to let you know that tonight's game has been brought to you by Pepsi and Bigfoot Beverages of Roseburg. Pick up a delicious, refreshing Pepsi today. And by Umpqua Dairy, your local dairy since 1931. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll get you all the numbers from this one. Docs win 5-0. It's the Roseburg Disposal postgame show. We get a look at it when we return here on 541radio.com and on the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends. How to fit in. How to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 120,000 participants here in Oregon who take part in high school sports or activities.
Looking for more local sports coverage? CBS Sports Radio 1490 The Score has you covered. Check out our homepage at 541radio.com for sports stories, scores, and podcasts. And follow us on social media. 1490 The Score is on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And take the station with you wherever you go with the 541 Radio app. Download the app in your smartphone's app store and get access to a live stream of the station, sports stories, podcasts, and easy messaging with the station and others.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field as we wrap things up here tonight. It's your Roseburg Disposal postgame show. Let them make the run to the dump for you. That is Roseburg Disposal. Well, taking a look at it tonight, Docs win 5-0 against Klamath Falls. They get 4 runs in the first inning and then added a run in the fourth. In the first inning, it was 4 walks issued by Bailey Whitlock, starting pitcher for Klamath Falls. That brought in 1 run in that first inning, and then with 2 outs, Jay Stoffel hit a single to center field. With 2 outs, the runners were moving, so they scored 3 runs on that single to center. Stoffel would eventually advance to second base on the throw to the plate, and he would end up at second, but he was left stranded there. Docs would get 4 runs in that first inning. In the fourth inning, they tallied 1 more run, and in the fourth, it was Jacob Luther that drove in a run on a sac fly to right field, scoring Dawson Gillespie. And that would be all the scoring for the Docs here tonight. A shutout on the other side for Klamath Falls. They get shut out in both of their games here this evening, losing 4-0 against the Ole Athletics from Eugene in the game prior to ours here tonight. Getting the victory tonight will be Peyton Hope. Peyton goes 5 innings, gives up 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Logan Klopfenstein came on in relief, finished the final 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. Did not factor into the decision here tonight. For the Klamath Falls Falcons, Bailey Whitlock takes a loss, pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, and 3 strikeouts. For Dylan Tobias, 2 innings worked, gave up 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, and no walks and no strikeouts. The final numbers here tonight as we take our final look at your Garrettson Building Supply scoreboard update. Building relationships, building projects, building materials. That's Garrettson Building Supply, supporting our Douglas County community for over 90 years. Final numbers, no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 9 men left on base tonight for Klamath Falls. Docs had 5 runs on 5 hits, 3 errors, and 5 men left on base. Peyton Hope with the win, Bailey Whitlock with the loss. Taking a look at some of the offensive numbers tonight, Jacob Cook had a single, finishes 1 for 3 tonight for Klamath Falls. Scott Lewis had a double in the 6th inning. He was 1 for 3, the only hits of the night for Klamath Falls. For the Docs, running through their lineup, 1 for 3 for Spencer Six with a run scored. Jacob Luther was 0 for 1. He had a sac fly and a sac bunt. He did have an RBI. Doran Gillespie 1 for 2 tonight with a run scored. Jonathan Stone 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Jet Black was 0 for 1 with a run scored. He had 2 walks. Luke Van Norman was 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. He had a triple and a walk. 1 for 3 for Jay Stoffel with the single that scored 3 runs this evening. Dawson Gillespie was 1 for 3 with a run scored. And Brett Narkowitz at the bottom of the lineup was 0 for 3 tonight for the Docs. And that is a recap of tonight's action as the Docs win 5-0. Before we wrap up the Roseburg Disposal postgame show, we take a look at our player of the game tonight. And tonight it will be players of the game. We thought about giving it to Jace for his 3 RBI. Jace was definitely a big part of tonight's action over at first base. The players of the game, I'm giving it to the trio up the middle. Docs turned 3 double plays tonight. That is a pretty good number. And they get the 4-6-3 double play 3 times this evening. So your players of the game, Luke Van Norman to Dawson Gillespie to Jay Stoffel for the double play turn here tonight. That was called a number of times, and you'll love to see that play as they turn it up the middle. So your players of the game tonight, Luke Van Norman, Dawson Gillespie, and Jay Stoffel. Congratulations to our players of the night. Tomorrow, the tournament will wrap up here from Champion Car Wash Field, starting out at 10 a.m. with Klamath Falls and the Eugene Challengers. At 12:30, it's Northwest Diamond Sports taking on the Ole Athletics. The Athletics will face North Medford at 3, and then finishing out the day, it's North Medford versus Docs, and that starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll have the action for you. Our coverage starts at 5:45, and first pitch at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. You can find the action on the online stream, 541radio.com. Head to Doc Central to watch the games, or you can follow the action with us here on the radio as well, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. Before we sign off, I want to say thanks to everybody for helping make tonight's broadcast possible. And if you tuned in to follow the game tonight, hopefully we get a chance to see you out at the ballpark coming up tomorrow. $5 for adults, $4 for seniors and students. As we finish it out here tonight, we want to say thanks to head coach Jeremiah Robbins and the entire Docs baseball program for allowing us to bring you another season of Docs baseball here on The Score. I want to say thanks to Josh Nelson for the video production production tonight. Back in the studio running the radio production, a big thanks to Brenton Cranford and Grady Hamilton for teaming up on tonight's radio broadcast. And as always, a thanks to you, the fans, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I am Joey Kieran. We will talk to you tomorrow night, starting with pregame at 5:45 and first pitch at 6 as the Docs take on North Medford to wrap up the Father's Day tournament. You can catch the action streaming live at 541radio.com or right here on Douglas County's home for sports, The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM. All right. Thanks, guys. Seemed to run smooth.